Excited about this receiver because it's a new model and it's budget friendly, and our Denon got so old that it keeps getting hung up, and for example when we're watching Netflix it constantly says that there is not enough internet speed, which is not true. So we're really looking forward to this one. This is Yamaha Natural Sound AV receiver RX-V385. The package includes the receiver, remote control, batteries, FM antenna, and a microphone, and also AM antenna. We got this receiver for our bedroom. We are updating our Denon receiver that's about 6 years old. We have built-in speakers and surround sound, and we also have a projector. So this is going to be used for our home theater system. This is how the receiver looks on the front. On and off button, microphone, headphones, info, memory, presets, FM, AM, tuning, that's for the radio, Blu-ray, DVD, TV, CD, radio button for playback, tone control program, straight button, USB, output, volume, direct, and audio output. Here that it has Bluetooth, HDMI, DTS, HD, Dolby audio, and it also says that it can get hot here on top. Now let's take a look at the back. Here you have the front right, front left speakers, center speaker, surround sound speaker, and here is where you would connect your subwoofer. It has HDMI outs, and here is where the HDMI cable would go that goes to the projector. This is for Blu-ray or DVD player, and the rest of them is up to you. We have Amazon Fire Stick that will go in one of those cables as well. You can also connect your other devices that have HDMI outputs. And these are the connections for FM and AM antennas if you like to listen to the music through your receiver. That's where you would connect those. For the installation, you will need the following cables, which are not supplied. It's speaker cables, audio pin cable, and HDMI cables. With the instructions that tell you everything you need to do. For example, first you need to position the speakers, but we're not gonna do that because we already did all those steps for our previous receiver. This is the scheme of connecting the speakers. A front speaker, another front speaker, center speaker, and two surround speakers and the subwoofer, and that's exactly what we already have in our bedroom. We have 3 speakers on the front and 2 side speakers, and we also have a subwoofer. And this is the remote control. It has on-off button, Blu-ray, DVD, TV, CD, radio buttons for various playbacks. These are different sound programs that you can use for your playback functions. Straight means input sources will be played without any sound field effects. Direct input sources will be played using only those functions absolutely vital to playback to minimize noise. Enhancer, compressed music stored on a Bluetooth device or USB storage device will be played with additional depth and breadth. And bass, extra bass, allows you to enjoy enhanced bass sounds. And program buttons are for sound programs optimized for movie music and stereo playback, as well as playback using a surround decoder. And further on, the instructions are advising you how to play Blu-ray, DVD, listen to the radio, playing music stored on a Bluetooth device, playing music stored on a USB flash drive, basic operation of the menu, basic operation of the setup menu, troubleshooting. And now we're gonna connect our receiver to our home theater system. Now in my bedroom, this is Epson 3D projector, and the HDMI cable runs from the projector to Denon receiver. We used to have it wireless, but that wireless system was getting hung up all the time, so we replaced it with the cable. And this is our home theater system. There is this Denon receiver. I got Wii here, and Blu-ray player and Lumigen that we're not using anymore. This receiver looks similar to Yamaha, particularly on the back, so I'm hoping we would just unplug everything from our Denon receiver and plug it into Yamaha receiver, and I think it should work. This is Denon from the back, so these are speaker connections, and these are HDMI connections. We got Amazon Fire Stick in here. This is where where the projector is connected to the Denon. This is Wii and Blu-ray player. So we are just going to reconnect everything to the Yamaha, and we're gonna take a picture of all the connections here so I won't forget where everything goes. Okay, so getting Denon out will be a challenge, so first I need to unplug all the wires from the back of the Denon, and I will start with the subwoofer, and then all the HDMI connections, including the Fire Stick, and then the speakers. So I reconnected everything, and here you can see I reconnected all of the speaker wires, and that this white wire is the subwoofer. I plugged everything back in. This is the wire that goes to the projector, and this is the Blu-ray player, the Fire Stick, and the Wii. And now I'm just gonna put it back into my furniture and plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so here is the Yamaha receiver. All the wires are plugged in, and I plugged it in. And next I'm gonna turn on my projector and see what happens. So I just went through the menu and I got to input rename, and I renamed HDMI 1 to be Blu-ray, HDMI 2 Fire Stick, and HDMI 3 Wii. So went through HDMI controls, and I turned HDMI control on, and I turned 4K upscaling on. Okay, so I just went through the menu that says speaker configuration, and power ampersand should be on surround, subwoofer use, front speaker large, center speaker large, surround large, crossover on 80 Hertz, subwoofer phase normal, extra bass I turned on, virtual cinema front on. So here's the Fire Stick home menu. Everything worked. I just had to choose the correct HDMI input through, you can see it here, I was pressing the input button on the remote, and I chose the HDMI 2 to play my Fire Stick TV, and we didn't go through the microphone setup for the speaker position. With my husband just manually entered those distances from the hearing position to the speakers, and we did the test, which is also available through this setup menu, and it works just fine. So setup was super easy. Just unplugged everything from the den, unplugged everything back into the Yamaha, and that's it. Everything just works really well. Super happy with it, and it's really budget friendly too. See, now during the playback it says HDMI 2 Fire, which means Fire Stick, because I manually renamed HDMI 2 to be Fire Stick. That's where it shows, but it doesn't show like that on the menu that you can see on the screen. It just shows this on the face of the Yamaha receiver itself.